everyone. We can say good morning or good afternoon or good evening wherever you happen to be across this beautiful Earth's broad surface. And yes, the Lighthouse, the House of Light of One Light Federation, and we come to you from Melton in Victoria, Australia. I am Gordon, and
I am Jennifer.
Yes, privileged to be with you, and welcome, Jenny. What a beautiful opportunity, a glorious day as it is here in Melton, and as we have the opportunity to take forward the love and light of the divine for the benefit and upliftment of everyone. And so, let it be now that we open, as always, with prayer, and then we'll go into our spiritual protection exercise, which you'll know well by now, won't you, having followed all of these broadcasts, and then the Lord's Prayer. So will you please join with us for the opening prayer. Almighty, loving and eternal God, great and supreme Spirit, Lord Jesus Christ, our dear friends of the highest, what joy abounds and fills every nuance, every speck of our essence, knowing full well that we bathe in your divine and glorious light, that we indeed partake of the magnificent and pure wisdom, the love, the light, the healing, and all those precious gifts you so freely bring and share, that you bestow with love. And as we give our thanks, heartfelt as these thanks be, let it be that with full and total appreciation and admiration, that we, with open hearts, spread and share these blessings, which are so freely given to us. And let it be likewise that with love, as you give the love to us, that we likewise radiate that love forward for the benefit and upliftment of all. And so with the greatest of love it is that we very humbly say thank you, and we so look forward to again working with you this day and all days that follow. With love we say thank you. Amen. I am a furnace of light, and I radiate and project my light, my love, my power, my strength, my might, throughout this home, over all this land, to the fence lines and beyond, and deep into the earth, and high into the heavens. And I transmute and transform all energies to love and light. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Leave us not when in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Thank you, Jenny, and I will now leave you with this beautiful wisdom of the day. And it's such perfect wisdom, isn't it? We have the privilege of knowing what's already been shared from Spirit, and wow, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. It is always wonderful to connect to Spirit, just as we connect with you. So it is intention, and this is what we have always been taught from Spirit. It is the intention of the highest. And so it is that we always connect with the highest to bring forth the highest vibration. And this truly does help serve. You will have an understanding the more that you connect to Spirit. And remembering too that you are Spirit. You are Spirit living a physical existence. And so thereby, when you connect to the greater aspect of who you truly are, which is Spirit Divine, you will then see how important it is to move forward, to be the expression of this Spirit, which is pure, which is love, which is true. And the more that you have the intention to merge with the higher vibration, the more too then that you will strive to truly be of that light. For we are taught love in many tongues, and the sound continues to spread, and the light of Christ is born and bred. Move into what is new, the vitality of your spirit, for your passion is alive and inspiring you to move forward. And indeed, your spirit is always fresh when you move into the world of spirit, for it is alive and it is vibrant every time you acknowledge the light of that which you are. When you call upon higher vibration to serve you, to support you, to assist you in all ways possible, you will then have that understanding that you are never alone. And you will then seek to do more. And it is of service that you continue to realize is the prize. For this is where you move into your heart center to give and give and give. For all that you receive is so pure, because you connect to all that has been received by those that you are sending your loving light to. The power of prayer is enormous. And just as you heard the beautiful prayer that was brought forth just before, you have the understanding of what had been taught in that prayer. Listen to the words, for they come from the heart. They are heartfelt, and they are to be reached to all who are watching, all who are listening. Listen to the heartfelt prayer and allow these words to truly touch you and inspire you to give prayer yourself more readily, more regularly in your everyday. The more that you go into your heart center, the more you will be in touch with love. And what was the opening quote again? We are taught love in many tongues, which means you cannot deny this, for love touches all. And love awakens all. And love will always be what you are searching for. And you will find love on many levels, on many heights, and in many places. But the greatest of all is within yourself. But when you move into the deeper love which is within you, you are indeed touching the God spark of light that you are one with. Listen. Are you truly listening with your heart? Are you ready to embrace wisdom? Are you ready to move on a pathway of enlightenment where you know then that you can be serving in a greater way than what you do now? Let it be that you support one another. You have the understanding of unification of spirit, where people come together to support, to love, and to assist, and to provide assistance. This is when love conquers. This is when people come together to be the instrument of the higher, to be the instrument of spirit, and to walk the earth, helping and healing and lifting the vibration of the earth plane, which indeed lifts the vibration of mankind. And so everybody now who is aware of this, which is our purpose, this is indeed why we are born, to remember that we are spirit, united, to lift and raise the vibration so that we truly be in a higher place where we can truly dwell in the divine. Recognize that as we come together and we pool our resources, we pool our love, and the love becomes stronger. It lifts vibration. Miracles take place. People bathe in peace, and remember that we are all one. We are all one, serving the higher vibration, which provides us the beauty that surrounds us. So recognize this. And then you will be very rich indeed, as in you are so full of the abundance of the divine spirit within you, as we lift the vibration to heal every soul. And every heart will then truly sing. Isn't this the world that you wish to live in? For it is within you. Let it be that the inner world of love and divine blessings becomes your outer world. That you see the world around you as beautiful as it is. Let us create and bathe in the bliss and the peace of the everlasting love that is eternal. You are free to truly be how you see yourself, and in God's eyes, you are a masterpiece. So look through the same eyes and behold the wonder and awe that is waiting to be explored, and dwell in the beauty that you touch on and see for yourself. For you are truly born to be the image and reflection of the Spirit of light, which is divine, and when awakened, you merge with the sublime. So know that the higher aspect of yourself knows you well and keeps you well. As it continues to serve you, you are serving me. Obviously, you know that we are serving the higher vibration. But the more work that we do on ourselves, it affects the whole. For we are one, united light. And so if everybody takes responsibility for thyself and works upon thyself to be more loving, well then indeed we become a pool of light, of love. And this is our purpose. So let it be that we move in the love and shine that love and recognise that there are days when we need that extra support, and it is given to you. It is given to you. It is always there. So do not be blind. Do not fall down and feel that there is nobody to support you. For remember that we are all one. And you remember then to go deeper within yourself and merge with the divine pool of light. Indeed, it is the thought of you that creates an ambience, and you are free to roam and capture the hearts of all who are listening. There is a soft, serene touch, and it can melt you, lovingly embrace you, and remind you to trust and to have faith that your pathway is being prepared. And with eyes wide open, you trust that your life is in good hands, and greater things are being revealed, and the healing light radiates from you, providing you with the strength to accept and embrace. And my dear little friend, Sarah, was very present this morning. And during the week, she has been having me sing a lot, and which is always uplifting. And she was very present while bringing forth this beautiful wisdom this morning. As Gordon was typing, I was bringing it forth. And Sarah was making me aware of how important it is to sing. And again, which is to be in the higher vibration. It really is about lifting your own spirit, lifting your vibration so that you are bathing in the glory of light, which is loving, and always reminding me that earth is playground, that we need to play more and to have a lot more fun, to be light-hearted, to be carefree and joyous. Remember that we are living a life which is so precious. So indeed is this precious opportunity to walk the earth, precious opportunity to have the experience of everyday life, but remembering too that every day when we awake, that we remember that our path is being prepared, and we're trusting that every step we take, that every day that we embrace is to help us be who we are born to be. We learn through experience. But it is to always remember that we stand in our power, our righteousness and truth, knowing that all that comes forth then, we are trusting that this is what we need to learn this day. And if it continues to repeat, and you may feel that I need something new, we'll take a closer look, go deeper into what it is that you are missing. Or if it keeps repeating a lesson that you are not engaging in, that means you are truly not embracing the lesson, and there is more to be taught. So let it be that you accept this. Recognize it for really what it is, because it is always love. And so embrace the love and know that it's teaching you something great, something grander than you can imagine. And it is through this experience that will help you then leap forward on your path, where you will enjoy the song, where you will enjoy the dance. And Sarah was saying this morning, and I asked her, please don't sing. I don't have a great voice at all. And she's been bringing forth that beautiful song. And she said, you have to put light on everything. Like a fairy godmother's wand, sprinkle the magic. And that is also a reminder, yes, beautiful Sarah. It is a reminder that we are creators of our own world. And we put magic on anything that we wish to. It is what we're focused on. So if we wish to have a brighter world, put the magic on it. Make sure that you put focus upon what you are wishing to bring into action. And then it will be. There will be so much more light, so much more colour, and so much more that you can embrace and learn from this lesson. And it will fill your senses, and you will truly be heightened. So allow the magic of this moment to awaken you further so that you can truly embrace the message and indeed kumbaya. Yeah, she did say she'd get that in. And so focus on the higher vibration, and this will see you through. Dance through life and enjoy the opportunity to create and improve. Day by day, your world will become brighter and lighter, and your growth will be evident of your commitment and dedication. And so really, what is that telling you? The more that you are committed, the more that you are dedicated into fulfilling your purpose, your role, your mission upon the earth plane, the more that you will be focused on the divine light, because that is where you will gain the wisdom. So it is up to you. It is all in your hands. So let it be that it is divine. Let it be that you know that you have the strength and the power within yourself to make it happen. For why wouldn't it happen? When you are connected to the God self within yourself, God brings forth all, and which is all based on love and truth, which is to bring forth the fountain of youth, the vitality, the inspiration, the passion that is so invigorating that you bring it forth. And of course you want to dance because you know that you have the power within yourself. So let's make it happen, and let's make it happen together. You need to know who feeds you, meaning have an understanding of where you feel the inspiration, where you are receiving the healing, where you are receiving the wisdom. Recognize those who are truly loving you, who are truly touching your heart to awaken you, truly touching your heart to let you know, I am thinking of you, that you are in my heart, that you are in my prayer. And then share, meaning share that light, share that abundance of love that you feel. And all that needs to do is to radiate your light. Everywhere you go, you are protected in your ball of light, and your heart is full, for it is infinite love that shines through. You awaken every day remembering that your path is prepared, that you are prepared. But in all ways, be positive within your mind. Always remember to set goals for yourself through the day and work towards fulfilling them for yourself and for the higher. And then you will always rest peacefully, knowing that you are achieving. So stay focused and always remember to think of beautiful, loving thoughts, beautiful music. And we have a treat for you today. I'm so excited for you when you hear the beautiful words that Gordon will share with you today in the talk, which is so inspiring, and it truly touched me when Gordon shared it with me. And so now we will move into meditation, and we will be listening to beautiful music, and this will also prepare you for wonderful words that Gordon will share. So, but now, as we move into a sacred space and we truly allow ourselves, we give permission for ourselves to remember that we are spirit. We give permission to remember that we are one with the divine. We give permission to remember that we are truly loved and that we are loved. And the peace that comes into your heart comes into your heart when you surrender. And you recognize that when this time is available to truly surrender and embrace the higher vibration, allow the Christ light to shine. Allow the Christ light to remind you that you are truly loved. And so now, as you call forth your loving team and Spirit of the Highest who work with you, and allow yourself to feel the vibration, feel the love as it encompasses you. But at this moment, I want you to visualize yourself as a pure drop of water. And I want you to feel the freedom of being that drop of pure light as water. And you become aware of a beautiful rose, and you are falling into the rose. And as you surrender and you feel yourself going deeper and deeper into trust, deeper and deeper into peace, deeper and deeper into love, you slowly, peacefully, gracefully, lovingly fall deeper and deeper into the heart of the rose, where you now purify, nurture and feed the heart of the rose. You bathe in the beauty in the heart of an expression of love. You are now one with this love, and it feels like home, encompassed, supported, embraced, and together you create. Together you awaken and have an understanding of the lifeless. And as you bathe in the peace and grace, you welcome life. You welcome the new dawning. And it feels so fresh and new. And the vitality explodes, inspiring. And so now, as the rose itself opens, so do you. you see the garden, and it looks a paradise, full of colour, full of praise for your presence. For your presence has graced the garden. Your presence has graced the earth. Your presence is true and enlightening. This sensation is you. And love continues to blossom, and the fragrance of all that is true spreads throughout the universe. It is the splendor of the divine creation, in touch with love. And as you now bathe in this peace, and as you feel revitalized, know that this is your time to truly be this. This is you. Bathe in this divine, exquisite light, and allow yourself to be dedicated to knowing and believing that you will continue, focusing on being so much more than you thought possible. Allow the love that catches the whole help you move closer to the divine spark. And so now, trusting, as you allow the song, that sense of love within, connect you, unite you with mankind, unite you with the divine. You now become aware that the earth is where you walk, is where you display this beauty. So allow yourself to be true to yourself. Love thyself and love everyone. Know that healing takes place when you love, when you forgive, when you understand the lessons that are taught all around you. They are blessings. When you rise high above, when you are embraced by love, when you are really touched. And indeed, the memory of you is alive. When you remember that spark of light is connected to the divine. So now, as you bring your awareness back with love and gratitude for all that you have experienced, with love and gratitude for all that has awakened you and reminded you of who you truly are. Let it be that this helps you understand that there is so much more. And know that you are focused on your purpose and on your mission. And a guiding hand will always be there to support you. For your passion is alive and inspiring you to move forward. as you now bathe in the paradise, see yourself with that wand that our dear Sarah speaks of. And remember to use it, and know that you have the power to do so. So sprinkle magic everywhere you go, and trust that every step you take on your pathway will greet you with love. For you truly are loved. And so now, with love, we give thanks. And as you bring your awareness back to the present, embracing all that you have received, the beautiful gift, I give thanks to you. And I now welcome Gordon to come forth and to share the beautiful words of wisdom.
Speaking of beautiful words, what a beautiful meditation and that great wisdom. And yes, folks, we heard Melchizedek, and Sarah was there in the background likewise. And what great, great, great pools of wisdom. And in the background, as Jenny referred, yes, we've been hearing Beethoven with Moonlight Sonata, that comes from the piano sonata in C sharp minor, the opus 27, number 2, the slow movement, and bathing in the moonlight, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, thank you, Jenny.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.
It's a great pleasure as we move into, and I've deliberately left the music running in the background for good reason here. So my address this day is about love, outreach, and heartfelt care. Holding and extending empathy and sympathy towards others, acknowledging that indeed there are others apart from ourselves, in need of care, support, understanding, encouragement, healing, love, affection, respect, and recognition. But likewise remembering that in providing any or all of these qualities and attributes, it is to remember that as we give, we indeed receive, and we more often than not receive many times over. For there is immense joy in giving, and one of the greatest gifts of all is to see the beautiful, loving, and radiant smile and outward expression of joy on another's face, on another person's face, and likewise the radiance of sincere and genuine appreciation from their heart, out of the recognition and with the joy of receiving an unexpected gift. And if it comes from us, from our hands, and with love, we will know, feel, sense, and experience that which I have just described and outlined. For indeed, it is this of which I've spoken as being the joy and reward we receive from giving, especially when love and sincerity is involved to another. It is no secret that I am a trained and experienced musician, and again this week, whilst listening to the national radio station here in Australia, ABC Classic FM, that I've gained so much joy and upliftment from listening to the superb array of fine music, with not only the exquisite music of the masters, which I know well, but of the many masterful performances which have left me enthralled and so inspired. And with this year of 2020 marking the 250th anniversary of Beethoven's birth in 1770, thanks to ABC Classic FM, every recorded piece of Beethoven's repertoire will be played on air. And so, friends, imagine the joy and the upliftment, the inspiration, and likewise the elevation of spiritual energies as those listening bathe in this exquisite perfection. And as I listened this week, I was reminded that Beethoven not only recognized and acknowledged young musicians, but he encouraged them likewise. And I will read to you one of Beethoven's letters, which comes from back in the days when artists had more time and were able to, had the interest, and made the time to reply to every piece of fan mail, big or small. The year was 1812. It was summer, and a young girl, her name Emily, and just 12 years old, sent her idol Beethoven a letter, and the gift of a pocketbook which she had very carefully embroidered by hand. It was her way of saying thank you to him for his genius. Inherent decency is the only thing. And yes, we have an interesting deviation here because we have turned 2 pages together. And these gifts come along, and this is a gift because it makes us look ahead. But this pause also gives us the opportunity to wait now with bated breath because we know we've missed something. And when Spirit provides this opportunity, this indeed is a gift, for we now have even greater focus, more attention. We think, wait, we've missed something. We want to go back to it. And we take even greater notice so that we understand, so that we have greater comprehension, so that it truly resonates and vibrates within. And we remember this more so than would have been the case if things had gone smoothly. You understand my point? But it's to recognize it and to embrace it for what it is, and not to be afraid to say so. And so, Emily, the 12-year-old girl, was an aspiring pianist. And Beethoven took the time to write back. And he offered her some simple, age-appropriate, but profound words of wisdom, encouragement, and advice on creative life, a kind of exquisite micro-manifesto upon what it means to be an artist and what artistic life demands. 17th of July, 1812. My dear, good Emily, my dear friend, don't only practice art, but get at the very heart of it. It deserves that, because only art and science can truly put humanity in touch with divinity. If at any time, my dear Emily, you wish to know something, write to me without hesitation. True artists aren't proud. Unfortunately, they see that art has no limits. In torment, they sense just how far they are from their goal. When, though they may be admired by others, they remain unhappy at having reached that point, where their better genius appears only as some distant guiding sun. I would rather visit you and your people than many rich folk, who display inward poverty. So if one day I should visit your town, I will come to your house. Inherent decency is the only thing that causes individuals to rank amongst the best of humanity. Where I find that, there is my home. If you wish to write to me again, dear Emily, address it to here, where I shall be still for the next 4 weeks, or to Vienna. It doesn't matter which. Look upon me as your friend, as the friend of your family. Imagine receiving a letter from Beethoven. But imagine the excitement, the joy, and how overwhelming it must have been for 12-year-old Emily to receive Beethoven's letter and to then read it, knowing Beethoven had written the letter to her. And now, 208 years later, as we have the joy and privilege of sharing this letter Beethoven wrote in reply to Emily, it is for us to both observe and acknowledge that here was a genius who obviously had his feet very firmly upon the earth, as with humility, who did not hesitate to go out of his way to say thank you and to offer genuine and sincere encouragement, along with the very sound and practical, albeit age-appropriate advice. For this letter would have given and provided much more to Emily than words could possibly describe here. But this, friends, is what Almighty God, Jesus, and Spirit of the Highest do for each of us, every minute of every day. And just as did Beethoven, without any notion of what's in it for me. And likewise, this is the encouragement I provide and extend to your consideration. As you receive, digest, and ingest these words and emotions, for there is so much joy in giving, and likewise in seeing others learn, grow, awaken, elevate, achieve, and even shine, because of, or in part, because of our efforts, support, encouragement, and or teaching and coaching. And I know without any doubt the overwhelming and emotional joy I experienced in days past, when I taught and coached many music students and saw them shine and achieve. For as we heard in Beethoven's letter to Emily, he clearly recognized and was not afraid to openly state that, effectively, the further a person learns, grows, and achieves, the more one realizes there is so much more waiting to be learned and embraced. And this again is what we all need to acknowledge as we open the door to Almighty God's divine spiritual kingdom. For there is so much more available and awaiting than we can possibly estimate. But likewise, there are so many avenues and pathways we can take as we not only learn, grow, and elevate, but as we further awaken, and we in turn learn, take on, and appreciate the beautifully heartwarming pathway of healing, helping, supporting, teaching, and coaching others. And again in turn, seeing them shine. And honestly, I say to you, the love and joy that fills not only our heart, but our essence, by way of recognition and celebration of such achievement, is something which can only be experienced by those in that situation and at that time. For it is truly that special. And this is what Beethoven again identified when he said, "I would rather visit you and your people than many rich folk who display inward poverty." For indeed, Beethoven referred to his awareness and appreciation of that which is awakened and genuine within, connected with the highest. And when he said, "So if one day I should visit your town, I will come to your house," Beethoven knew immediately that he would be welcomed, not only for his fame and who he was as a public figure, but who he was in the eyes of God. For as Beethoven wrote, inherent decency is the only thing that causes individuals to rank amongst the best in humanity. And he added that, "Where I find that, there is my home." So friends, I pray that you heed that which comes forth with love, as I give to you with love, that indeed these words come forth with love and humility. And thank you very humbly, Ludwig van Beethoven. What a special, special man. And thank you, Spirit. Jenny.
Yes. Wasn't that wonderful? How fabulous to have a letter written by Beethoven and to share that beautiful letter, and you could really feel his passion and his truth. And how wonderful that we can still bathe in his beautiful music. It's
And
really touching.
And what an inspiration, knowing full well, and we all know the magnificent legacy in terms of music. That's an empire which will never be conquered. It's there as a lasting legacy for everyone. But to appreciate the spiritual, the heartfelt connection, that slight insight into Beethoven, the man, the spirituality, where he clearly states to a 12-year-old girl, in so few words, very concise, very accurate.
I'd love to read more of his letters.
Oh, yes, yes.
Surely magnificent.
But again, to have that reminder that this, friends, is available to each and every one of us from the divine, from the higher. Just as the divine come and inspire Jenny with the words and that connection which you've heard today again, as came forth with this talk. Inspiration is impressed upon each and every one of us. And these are divine gifts, not to be underestimated, but it is to remember to be divine in every ounce and speck of our outlook towards others, with love and with humility. For all these gifts are God-given.
That's certainly. And speaking about gifts and about connection and about having a truer understanding of what we believe in, it is that you can always go on our website to see our principles. And I would like to share with you, when bringing forth the principles of One Light Federation, I remember Spirit being very close with me, and as I would go for a walk, I do a lot of tuning while I'm walking, and I would often go into a park and sit on a swing and swim, obviously. And the light would come forth and bathe me, and the beautiful sunlight filtering through the trees. It's always a delight to be in the park on the swing. And very clearly, Spirit was sharing these wonderful principles with me. So we will share the three principles of One Light Federation. And they came, and I was aware of a beautiful golden triangle, which was again speaking about Trinity and speaking about the wisdom of Spirit, the enlightenment, the divine. And so obviously the top, the first principle is the divine, supreme Godhead, all-embracing, eternal light. Then the second is personal responsibility and unity of mankind, embracing everybody as one light. So again, the unity, when we're all one. And then the ministry of angels and the embodiment of spirit form, which includes other life force and other spirit form. So again, we have that understanding that we are spirit, that we are united by love and by light. And so these are the three principles of One Light Federation. And again, these words came forth from Spirit of the Divine when bringing forth the constitution of One Light Federation.
And indeed, in fact, Jenny, what if we hold, I know people can go onto the website as you said, what if we just hold that in front of the lectern so that everyone watching at the present time can see the formation with that golden triangle and the three principles as they be placed. And of course, you'll be able to see that as we go on to the website of One Light Federation. So it's easy, www.onelightfederation.org, and it's there for everybody to see.
It certainly is, and you'll find a lot more on the website. So indeed, it is a very important message, isn't it? That when we go deeper within ourselves, we connect to the God force. We remember that we are one with God force, and that is why too One Light Federation was also shared as our name by Spirit. Our ministry has always been guided and instructed by Spirit. And so we are indeed blessed to have communication with Spirit. Just as you are Spirit, communicate within yourself. Go deeper into your heart and connect to your Spirit. And always remember to connect to the higher vibration. And so then you will receive the love, and you will feel the peace, and you will receive the wisdom that you need. Just as we remember that we are all light. And when we speak of light, the light also represents all the divine blessings. And I know and trust that we all receive them when we are truly genuine and we are truly in being that loving being that we are. We move into that heart center and we connect to all that is needed at that time. When we truly have a life where we are trusting that all that is happening within our world is to teach us, we become more accepting. We trust that God has our back. We know then that we will achieve when we let go and believe. We must trust that the divine knows our destiny. And so accordingly, they are working to help you achieve it. Always remember, Spirit wants the best for you, just as you want the best for yourself, for your loved ones. And so as we do, we wish the best for you too. So we provide this service for you to be touched, for you to awaken, to be enlightened, to receive the healing, to receive the prayer. But allow the peace to enter into your heart and into your mind. And again, as we shared about focusing, being committed and dedicated to growth, growing your energy field. Let it be that you expand and excite yourself with what you find within yourself. There is so much more to be achieved, just with Beethoven, going deeper within and bringing forth that wonderful music. Where did that come from? From within, where he was inspired to allow that to come forth. Allow the passion within yourself to flourish and blossom, and be the creators of your own light. Who are you? Allow yourself to know. Give yourself time. Be patient. Be kind. Go deeper into yourself, and you will find that is where heaven is. You will find that this is where the mysteries of all is hidden. You just need to take the time to love thyself and move into the stillness. And it is inspired to work more with the angels. Allow the angels to draw near to you. And when you know that you are touching, and you are being touched by light, meaning of love of the highest, you truly know. And it touches and awakens you like never before. And you will realize there's no going back. But when you are awakened to understand that you are a servant of light, that you are a messenger of truth and of love, you walk peacefully on the path, knowing that Spirit are walking with you and carrying you when they need. But also know that you carry them in your heart, for you are their expression. So let it be that people recognize them within you, and then you know that you are doing a good deed, and that you are doing what they have asked of you. My friends in spirit, embrace and love you. And just as we send this beautiful message, as we send it forth, please allow this light now to awaken you to know. Know and rest, and believe as I believe in you. Believe that the light of God shines through. Know that healing takes place when you hear these words. And as you now feel this healing light in your heart, accept it. For you are truly being touched at this moment. Allow this loving light that you feel inspire you. With love, God bless you.
Indeed, God bless you. And so, dear friends, it is with love that we very humbly say, again, God bless you. And as you have been watching on Facebook and or on YouTube, we thank you. And with love likewise, we invite you, if you have enjoyed this, to share with your friends on those various mediums, so that others too may learn and grow, elevate, receive, and receive those precious gifts of love likewise. And so will you please join with us now for the closing prayer. Almighty, loving and eternal God, great and supreme Spirit, Lord Jesus Christ, our dear friends of the highest, we said at the beginning what joy fills our hearts, our essence, our entirety. Today is no exception, and again, it proved beyond any doubt, if ever it needs proving, that you never let us down. That is just for us to reach out and embrace, to lift and raise our vibration, and then to strive to stay there in that elevated state and to truly appreciate that which is available every second of every day, and to understand these are truly divine gifts. They are there for each of us, but it is for us to recognize, to embrace, to utilize with love in the right way. And we thank you in all ways. And so let it be now, that as we give thanks to you in this humble prayer, that we remember and that we truly share always with love, as you have so eminently displayed and shared with us. And so it is with love that we say, thank you. God bless everyone. And indeed, God bless you. Amen.
Thank you, everybody. God bless. Bye.
Thank you. And you have been watching the Lighthouse, the House of Light from One Life Federation.